board, Mr. Massey, faculty, parents, friends, and fellow classmates. Here we are tonight. It's finally over. This is a long-awaited and bittersweet moment. I am sure you came here tonight expecting to hear the tried and true graduation speech, chock full of overused cliches and poems, quotes from the distant past, and brimming with tedious metaphors and similes. When I started writing this speech, I had no idea how arduous a task it is to avoid writing a cliché speech, considering that this whole situation is a cliché. Sorry to disappoint, but by then I'm sure I will have used or alluded to a few of them. First and foremost comes the part that no speech would be complete without, the thank yous. I would like to thank God first, because He is first in life. Without Him leading the way, I could not be where I am today. Secondly, I would like to thank my parents and grandparents, because without them always pushing me to my limits and beyond, I wouldn't possess the drive for greatness and perfection that I do. I would also like to take the time to thank my friends, or the bros as they're affectionately called. Without them, without our constant contest to see who would outdo the other, I would not be here and I would not have tried as hard as I did. Also, I would like to thank the faculty for the guidance and direction they have given me. There are countless others like Laura Mosley and Will Lamar Chapman who have served as major influences on my life. If I took the time to mention them all, we would be here all night, so thanks to all of you who has influenced my life in some way. Seniors, tonight we have completed our long-awaited and formidable journey. The Apostle Paul said in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought a good fight, I have finished my course, I have kept the faith. Much like him, we have fought the good fight, and we have kept the course set before us 13 years ago. We have left such an impression on our school and community that it will never revert back to the way it was before we came along. We have laid the foundation for the success of generations and classes to come. I do not believe it possible for anyone, given the same opportunities that we were given, to do a better job than we did. In the 25th chapter of Matthew, Jesus tells a parable of 3 people who were given talents. I challenge each of you to be the one who is given the 5 talents. Truly, God has blessed us with more talents than we know what to do with, from wisdom to knowledge, artistic qualities, musical know-how, and athleticism. However, they are not just talents, but tools that God has used to equip us for the role of impacting our country and world like no other generation has. I have no doubt that each and every one of us will use our tools in the way they were meant to be used. But if you do choose to hide your tools in a box somewhere, on a shelf, then every bit of preparation and everything done to make these talents mature is vain. It is our duty and responsibility to take action and make a difference. If we don't, then we are no better than vagabonds and criminals. For too long, our generation has been told what it cannot do. Experts have predicted our demise, a deplorable descent into immorality, fueled by today's pop icons, the decimation of the family unit, pure carelessness, and crime. But in you, my classmates, I see a shimmer of hope, a bright ray in the darkness of degradation. I believe it is up to us to lead our generation to the greatness it is destined for. I believe that when Color the Coast so eloquently said, they say we just don't get it, that we'll live to regret it. But if we don't try, then we'll never know. It's okay, we're not afraid. We'll just learn from our own mistakes. Somewhere along the way, we just might let you know that we know something that you don't. They captured the spirit in us. I believe that the something they mention in us is for us to discover as we live our lives and become the leaders of tomorrow. As Joe Denholm said, a glass cat catches no mice. Do not be afraid to step out on a limb if it will affect everyone around you for the better. Also, be content with who you are and what you can accomplish with your talents. Remember that the grass is not always greener on the other side of the fence, but instead where it is watered. The Bible states in Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. If you see the need to cross the fence, as it may be the limb you are stepping out on, carry water with you and tend the grass there. Don't be afraid to make your own green grass, and remember that life thrives in good conditions, such as green grass. Greatness will always dwell in the green pastures. After all, haven't we been watering the grass while we were here at Leroy? Look what has come of that. As we embark on life's journey, we will always reflect back on this place as our roots. and we will draw a sense of pride and commitment from these roots. After all, it is the first race of the many marathons that is life. As I end, I leave you not with words from Robert Frost, Dr. Seuss, or many of the other exceptional minds of yesteryear, but the simple words of Buddha. Your work is to discover your world, and then with all your heart, give yourself to it. I challenge you to find your world, your niche in life, and devote your whole heart, soul, mind, and strength to it. Excel in your craft, in your world. Water your grass routinely, and try not to be afraid. Even if you are scared, feel fear and do it anyways. This is my challenge to you, class of 2008. As Gandhi stepped aboard a train one day, one of his shoes slipped off and landed on the track. He was unable to retrieve it as the train was moving. To the amazement of his companions, Gandhi calmly took off his other shoe and threw it back along the track to land close to the first. Asked by a fellow passenger why he did so, Gandhi smiled. The poor man who finds the shoes lying on the track, he replied, will now have a pair that he can use. This is a completely perfect example of a person finding their passion in life and devoting themselves to it. Gandhi was a man that was always trying to improve the quality of life for everyone, no matter what the consequences were. Take this example of commitment and devotion and apply it to your own lives. If each member of this 2008 graduating class will do this, there is no doubt that what we will accomplish is more phenomenal than anything you can imagine. Thank you.